Hey guys, welcome to the first episode of FC United of Manchester. Yeah, I'm excited. Right, this is Football Manager 2016. This is a brand new version of the game. Updated database, updated players, updated images. Alright, so just a quick look at the layout. You can see they've kept the sidebar how it was, but most of it is fairly similar. But you've got these displays, the look and the layout of the rest of it is different. Just something I noticed here. Look, when you type in someone's name, say Kaka, for example, it gives you their position and the club in the search bar. So when you're looking for your John Smith, right, I thought that there would just be a heaps of John. Alright, I wasn't expecting that. Who's got a name that has a lot of John? Just trying to. Right, screw that. When you got a player with player who shares their name with many people. So, I'm just typing John. You got player people. Let's have a look. When you're in the search bar, you can tell them apart because you can say, "Oh, I know that guy. That plays with that club." So it's a simpler way of finding somebody instead of having to go through all the players to find the one player you're looking for. Now, if you go back to home, you've got this new finance and salary image here. It gives you a direct link to your finances page, and everything's set up differently. The images, the projections, they're all color coded. Look at all the colors. It's a lot more colorful this year. Yeah, and now you've got this new layout, the new look of it. It's a lot cleaner than the last year's version of the game. Yeah. So, what else can I say before we get onto this? Everything else is fairly similar in the layout, but different colors, different shades. It looks different without actually changing the layout. Tactics. Alright. Everything is completely different about the looks. The ring has changed. They've now made it into little shapes. And you can switch between the extra information and their role and duty. So if we just do a quick pick, just for example, and another thing as well, you've got this frosted glass look when you've got a dialogue box up. It makes it easier to see the dialogue box because it's the only thing in focus. One thing that I dislike about this year's version is that if that's too small, it's too tight. You've got one circle, and it's hard if you're not sure what you're looking at. It's hard to tell the difference between the two. If they're match fit and their condition is fit as well. You've got two circles in each other, and it's hard to tell. So, yeah, that's my issue. But overall, I really like the changes that SI have made to this year's version of the game. For example, if you want to take Matty Woolfenden off, look, these are all players that can replace him in striker position. And instead of having the issue of trying to find someone, you can get a quick and easy. Oh, look, Mike Norton can go into striker. Or if you're looking for someone like, oh, I need to just replace my right back, bang, you've got your options. David Birch, Liam Brownhill. Simple, easy, effective, and it makes it a lot more enjoyable. Now, when you're creating team instructions, look at the new layout. You've got your team instructions up here. Then you've got your more detailed instructions below, and it gives you a better look at what your instructions, what changes your instructions make to the team's lineup. So, defensive line. Now you actually see, with the image in the background of the pitch layer in behind, you can see, deeper means the line's going to be just in front of the 24-yard box. If you push right up higher, you're up to the center of the pitch. With the width, you've also got that layout behind, so you can see how wide your structure is going to be. If you want slightly wider, you're about halfway across. If you want it to be much wider, your players spread right out to the edges of the pitch. It gives you a better look. Same with your passing, your final third efforts. You've got that pitch layout behind. So you can say, I want to play out of defence. You can see that your players are playing out of defence. You want to exploit the middle, playing through the middle of the pitch. You want to pump the ball into box. You've got the box behind, so you can see the arrow showing the ball's going into the box. Clearing the ball to the flanks, you've got long balls into the corners. If you're exploiting the left flank, you're on the left flank. You're on the right flank, you're on the right flank. You also exploit the flanks, you click both. So now you're exploiting both flanks. Attacking, looking for overlap, you're looking for long balls in behind the defence. If you're working the ball in, you've got those arrows showing that your players are moving the ball in. Shooting on sight, you're shooting a lot further out. Earlier, you can see the lines, the arrows going up, in, so it's showing you the crossing the ball into the area. So that's structure. Okay. We'll work out now. Okay, so this is what I generally do. Shorter passing. Alright, so we're playing England, so you got more direct passing because we're playing attacking brand with a higher tempo and slightly deeper line. Dribbling, we're going to run up the defence. Looking for the overlap, passing into space. Being more expressive with our passing while sticking to the position, because we don't want our players leaving gaps in defence for the opponent's trying to. Staying off feet, because we don't want to give away stupid cards. Tight marking short, closing down a lot more. Because, actually, no. But sometimes, or less. Sometimes. Team shape. Fairly fluid because I want us to switch to control counter. Time wasting occasionally. Fairly narrow, and then spread. Okay, so that's the structures. Alright, so schedule. As you can see here, we've got 4 friendlies at the moment scheduled. They're not for a few weeks, so I'm going to set up a few friendlies now. So that we can get in. So there'll be no games in this episode. This is purely the introduction into the new game and FC United and how I intend to play. Each week you're going to get 4 or 5 highlighted matches and 1 live com, or 2 if we've got 2 fairly important games close together, 1 or 2, maybe only 1 game in between, or maybe 2 if we need. So I'm intending to show all the cup games, because we don't expect to get too far with the FA Cup, because as a conference side you don't expect to be going very far with that. I think that's the same with the FA Trophy. I think that's just... Alright, so FA Trophy is something we're going to look towards with our... Alright, so FA Trophy is the Capital One Cup of the conference, or the Johnson Trophy of the League 1 and 2. Okay, so I'm looking for us to get further forward in that competition. Maybe, if we're lucky, get to... I don't know how many rounds there are on it. What's the structure like? Stages. Alrighty. Okay, you can't really tell. Okay, so I'm going to look for 2nd or 3rd round. That would be a good effort for us. Because all these rounds are going to be the conference premiere sides. So if we can make a couple of episodes, if we get some good draws where we're only playing our league conference, and also South Conference, not the Premier, for the first few rounds, maybe we can sneak through, and it'll bring us good cash as well. So I think that's going to be it. Just a little bit of background. For those who have been living on a rock for the last 10 years, founded in 2005, FC United was the fans rebelling against the Glazer family, who took over Manchester United. They were not happy about a private family purchasing Manchester United. They wanted it for the fans. So FC United is a fans-owned club. They elect their chairman, and every decision on a board scale is voted by the fans and the members of Manchester. Carl Magnuson was the original manager of FC United. He has been with them all their history. He played for the first year as well. So, hopefully, let's see if he wants to become... No, I don't want... Alright, so that's just a brief introduction, and next episode will be the very first Vanarama North Conference game against Gloucester So, look forward to your company next time. Goodbye.